Hey, what is going on, my friends? And welcome back to the start of a brand new adventure. So, today I thought we'd go hurtling back into the world of the point and click. Or I think in some circles they're just called adventure games, but that's pretty loose. So, yeah, Old Broken Sword, one of the classics from back in the day. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks good for now. England. Cool.
Paris. City of love, romance, and dreams.
Damn, no subs.
So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Oh, yo. Revolution. Okay, so we're in Paris. God damn, I'm looking forward to this. I used to love this series growing up. Such dastardly brain teasers. Shame about the subs though, I hope we can fix that. Cahill. Gibbons. What? Fillon? Come on, get on with it. We do not need credits now.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Here we go.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes,
Who?
the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes,
Damn.
and keep taking notes.
Oh, yo.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero,
Nice.
and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe.
And potentially the president.
Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa!
Hey, you're mine.
Quick minds, but unless you humor them, they don't go away.
Okay. Oh god, that looks so
Here I
evil.
was, the palace of the media king and the ice queen. I pressed the doorbell
Okay.
and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
This is bad.
What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Oh, yo. Is that the mime or her? It's definitely
Madame
the
Carchon,
mime.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation.
Ice cream? Oh, ice queen. Much worse.
Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty. You're
Oh, yo.
too kind, Madame.
She knows.
The talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm
Hey.
sure you are.
Call me
Smooth.
Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic.
What?
I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again.
The damn
Another
cat.
living vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
You journalists
this is
are getting
bad.
younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, Madame.
Rude.
That was no cat.
Oh, yo.
What? Monsieur Carchon!
The bloody mime. Oh, shit. punched a woman as well.
He's dead.
That's one
I must
twisted
call
mind.
the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Oh,
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
good point.
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself.
Oh, shit.
And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I,
That is bad.
Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops?
Of
Or
course.
start my own investigation?
Oh,
It was a no-brainer.
definitely do both. Okay. Tutorial, of course. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-da. Animating blue circle. We like that. Reflecting. Okay. Briefcase. Diary. Question mark. No hints. Well, hints are better than walkthroughs, so meh. Spanner. Right, where's the spanner? Hey, let's get a save on. Ah, yes. That'll do. Success. Now, audio. Nah, definitely no subs. Righty guys, I'll have to be slightly quieter than usual. The only trouble is... this isn't how I remember the game, so I don't know if the director's cut is a completely different game to the first one, or if this has a little sort of mini prequel with Nicole tied in. Because I'm pretty sure you start with a different person, but hey, it's been a long time. Let's jump in. Okay, check the body.
Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had
Nice.
an idea that this was
That
no
is
ordinary
tiny.
man. I'd come across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer, at least that's
Okay.
what I'd called him. It was one of my hair clips.
Yo.
My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
Okay, good to have. Pick those locks. Okay, spinning cogs on his
I
face.
closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Nice, respectful.
I opened his eyes.
What?
Best to leave the crime scene as I found it.
Um,
I closed his eyes. It was the least...
open and shut. Okay.
Some people hate searching corpses for
Oh,
clues.
damn.
Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
Sounds awful. What is that?
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence.
Damn.
There was no going back now.
Oh, that is bad.
Carchon had been shot. Carchon had been shot.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, nothing in the groin. That's good.
I opened his eyes.
Good stuff. Okay, we had better. Damn, okay.
It was one of my hair clips.
My favourite. Okay.
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat.
Can we combine?
No.
That's a no. Right, stealing from the crime scene.
The
Okay.
bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Now, as far as I can tell, there's going to be no way to make that text box bigger. Which is unfortunate. And guys, if you're playing along with me, I believe if you double click, you walk slightly faster. Anything else? We should probably look at everything just in case.
A bust of Pierre Carchon,
You never know
Humble
what you
servant
miss.
of La France.
Okay, and this one?
Pierre Cauchon again. His eyes seem to follow me around the room.
Okay. Right. Balcony first, I guess. I assume it's a
A
balcony.
small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This
Oh, yeah.
was a professional job.
Let's have a peek. Oh,
The
yo.
killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
But what is that? Has she just gone back in?
I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
Okay, makes sense. What happens if we tweeze?
The killer must have...
Okay. Now, guys, I am not sure if this is a series where Morbazan himself will want to show his face.
The police could turn up at any minute.
hold that thought.
Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
But you never know. Like I say, the reason I got into this whole game was because I was always interested in editing. Let's call this M2. Okay. So yeah, I probably should start adding or requesting his help for more stuff. But let's see how we get on. What's
I
this?
reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Give me that right now.
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
Aha, but what if?
Aha!
Nice, good thinking.
You are just so damn good at this stuff. Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat.
Oh yeah,
Why?
Good
Because
point.
there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
but won't the cops want to search our pockets? And be like, hello, why have you got all this then? Right, what was that?
A key. Maybe a safe key.
Yo,
The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
that is true. Okay, that'll do for now. Over here, I guess. Right.
The door was locked.
Okay. What if?
Um.
What?
A modern key on an antique door.
Ah,
It wasn't going to work.
got ya. Whatever that is, give it to me.
It was a tube of
Oh,
acrylic
yo,
paint.
right in front of her?
French ultramarine. Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
that.
I have to go. Someone is...
Weird.
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favorite color.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
Oh, yo. Okay, let's see what else we can nick.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
Rude.
The tube of paint from Imelda's easel. French ultramarine. I smeared the paint all over the cloth.
Okay.
When I do messy, I really like to put my heart into it. I hoped this was going to help. They don't make lace like that anymore.
And what is this, empty?
The paint had been squeezed from the tube.
Okay.
The cloth was covered in blue paint. I hoped that I hadn't ruined it for nothing.
Do we painting? Shrug. Okay. Man, I really hope we were supposed to do that. It's going to be a shame if we weren't.
There was no one I needed to phone. Not until I had solved this case.
Makes sense. Time is of the
Excuse
essence.
me, madame.
Yes?
Would you like to see my favorite hair clip?
What a ridiculous question. Of course
I was
not.
just about to say the same thing.
Another time, I guess. So, her husband took secret boat trips. Did she really need to see the ticket?
Maybe not.
The last thing she needed to talk about was paint.
Okay.
Imelda might not have been so cool with me poking around if I'd shown her the key I'd found.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not a good idea. She was already upset and I knew she loved her fabrics.
Okay, so we've all got bad ideas so far, but that's okay.
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall
yeah.
see.
Brutal.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him?
Oh shit.
Thierry Collard.
And he's
Yeah, I
dead
knew a
now.
lot of people I didn't know. Most of them women.
Okay.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
Whew, that's a lot of motive.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
She's not
No.
much help.
And frankly, I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense
Speaking
at all?
of cloth, we've got a blue one. Oh, yo, good or bad? Try and be good.
Yes. That's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if. My editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame.
She
Is there
changed her
anybody
tune.
you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife. That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
And now he's
What?
dead.
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why?
Weird.
How do I know I can trust you?
That'd be weird doing a heel answer when you're trying to prove you're
Your husband
trustworthy.
invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
This was definitely a good idea so
I
far.
was onto his killers already, I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't
Okay,
know.
about halfway through
All
as
I
well.
need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too. Here,
What?
take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of
Another
the hall.
key.
It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Oh, that's quite sad.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret this.
Okay, we may have no time here, as in police-wise, so let's run. Oh, can't you saunter quicker? Okay. New key.
Now we were getting somewhere.
Bang. Okay, this seems like a good time for a safety shave. M3, I suppose. Yeah. Okay.
The painting showed the Cachons together, in love.
Love.
As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
A different country.
I
Interesting.
was the very faintest of cliques.
Okay, what did that do? Strange.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression. Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
Okay. Try and see what else we can interact with. The desk. And a door.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Okay. Can we take it?
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank.
Ah, what if?
Rubbing the cloth over the blotting paper would make it all blue.
That's
I
it.
needed to come up with something slightly cleverer.
Oh. Okay.
No.
No, just a straight up no. Okay.
My heart skipped.
Give me the elephant.
It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father.
Hell
I knew
yeah.
for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin.
Get to.
Carved into a box he had made. So Carchon had known my father. They really must have been friends.
It's
I
official.
decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda.
Nice. Jack and everything.
I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it. It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
Ah.
No. No.
Why is everything no?
No.
Get out of here, will you? Okay, what if we click again? Ah,
Behind the picture was a safe.
I did not expect that just yet. Ooh, not that one. Yeah. Nice. Didn't even need a dial.
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface.
Oh man.
It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols,
This is a bad sign.
they are always important.
Just listen to
But
the
these
music.
symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about
Nice.
the artifact. And Carchon was past caring.
Yep, because he's dead. Nice, so I think our curiosity should have paved the way for this so far.
The artifact was like an old... I wiped the paint-covered cloth
That's it.
over the surface of the stone cylinder. It took me right back to art class at school. And Maurice, my gorgeous art teacher. Such a shame they had to fire him.
Oh, yo.
Ah well. Concentrate, Nico, concentrate.
Fired. Nice. That's it.
The roller and the paint worked just as I planned. But what did it say? It was
okay.
some kind of coded message. It read, Subjudicy. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist,
Alright.
but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense.
SDSSDSS. Okay.
I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message.
Really?
The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts.
Oh.
So, subjudice could in this case mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here.
Yo,
And
you cracked the
besides,
code?
all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story.
God damn.
It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces.
Wait, I
missing.
didn't even check
But
that
I
door.
was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
Ah, good stuff. What's in here then?
Locked. Not surprising, really.
Okay.
It didn't work, but I guess it would have been surprising if it had.
Oh, so we just gotta leave? Could it be? Like, what's that?
I didn't need the lights on. It was light enough already.
Guess the police will turn up now, right? Yeah, off-ski.
I couldn't leave without saying goodbye to Imelda.
Ah, good point. What time are we on anyway? Righty guys, that actually seems like a decent place to leave it for episode 1. Right, so that is successful. Okay, so we're going to talk to her and then go, I guess, under these law offices and see what happens next time. But guys, as this is the start of a brand new adventure, then of course I'll have to come to you all in the pouring rain on my knees, asking if you can leave a like or spare a share and all the rest. It is greatly helpful. And of course, if you like the looks of any of the suggested videos flooding your screen at this very second, check some of them out, and more importantly, let me know what you thought, because pointy clicky feedback is best feedback. Of course, this is episode 1, so this is the start. What's the other one we played? Escape from Monkey Island, and I think it's called The Room on the channel. What awesome point and click games, so check some of them out. But the main thing is, as always, I hope you're well, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.